Hello, hello, hello. It is coffee time. You'll have to believe me. The cup's outside. I was cleaning out the washing machine drawer, and that's why I'm late and not prepared. For I am many things to many people. So I'm trying to pull it together, because I was out at 4 o'clock this morning walking the dog. Well, it was between 3 and 4, because doggy had upset tummy and wouldn't settle. At least she tells me, not like the other one that used to just poop everywhere. So she's good in that respect, but she's feeling a little bit upset. She got a bit of a tummy ache, so there she is. Yeah, having a rest. And so I'm a little bit frazzled today. So I imagine this is going to be rubbish. It's going to be rubbish. Hey, who wants to see some stupid people? Do you like stupid people? Well, some say it's money makes the world go round. Some say it's love. I say it's stupid people, for they make us feel normal and kind of smart. Let's look at some stupid people. Now, I haven't looked at the news today. I've just pulled it up. I've just clicked on Daily Mail website, because I go there, so you don't have to. I'm doing you a great service. But yeah, stupid people at Aldi. Here we go. I'm just going to show you the what the stupid people are doing. Here we go. Look at that. Look at it. And then I'll explain to you what's going on. There's a stampede at Aldi. This broke out in stores across the country. Why, Darren? Why? Were they, I don't know, getting cheap Christmas stuff in a sale, or maybe something really good? No. Do you know what it was? It was for an energy drink. Yeah, an energy drink dreamt up by Logan Paul and KSI, two of the most awful people ever to be pooped into existence. And these muppets have just bought them up, and then have been flogging them on eBay. Yeah, the energy drink is called Prime. It's not Amazon Prime, is it? And here are some stupid people. But of course, who's more stupid? These people, or the people on eBay? Or the people on eBay who buy the stuff. But there you go. So bottles of Prime, and customers were limited to one bottle each. See, they missed the trick. They should have got Amazon to sell it, and then it would have been Amazon Prime delivered by Amazon Prime. I thought that. I think that's the only thing I can do. That's the only thing I can do here. Good news, everybody. Oh, the world's gone even more stupid. Like I said, stupid makes the world go round. It really does. Why? Because China allowing people to leave. They're allowing people to leave. I don't know if you're aware, but at the moment there's a massive COVID outbreak that they're trying to control. They're not even trying to control it. I read one news report that said that they couldn't fill the crematorium ovens fast enough. If this is true, we do not know, because China's very, very cagey about the information they put out. However, good news, everybody. China is letting everybody leave China. Now, if anyone had any sense, the whole world would go, we'll be doing a Will Smith, hell no. You know, because he does that, doesn't he, in the films? If you noticed, he does that, and that's his catchphrase, though it's never really kind of been his catchphrase, but he says that a lot in his films, doesn't he? Well, anyway, everyone's looking at each other, and Britain could impose restrictions on travel. Could is the word that is highlighted here. Could. Look, here you go. Here's the headline. Look, could Not will, not is going to, but could. But yeah. Ben Wallace is the Defence Secretary. Again, I thought he was a Health Secretary. He isn't. But he said the situation is under review. But they could also be tested. How about no? Just everyone, the whole world should be saying no. Now, if the whole world doesn't say no, and the whole world just lets this happen, we can deduce two things. One, they're all fucking stupid. And two, COVID isn't as serious as they first made out. And I'm not being a COVID tin hat guy. That's all you can draw from this, isn't it? That's all you can draw. Because if it was the big serious threat that they keep telling us it is, then there'll be no question of what the next step is. It will be done auto-magically. You know, it'll be a travel ban instantly. We don't have to think about it. We want to stop possible variants, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Otherwise, we're going to see more lockdowns, aren't we? We're going to see more lockdowns and more vaccines and more... Or maybe we're not. I don't know. Because if none of that happens, then we must question why we are here doing what we are doing. Now, I've always said the first lockdown I think was necessary because they didn't know what they were dealing with. But then afterwards, everything got a bit weird. And also I didn't agree with everyone being penalised the way they were, Again, it didn't affect me because I had nowhere to go. When you're a nowhere man, it didn't affect me. However, if they'd have had a go at me while I was walking my dog, I would have said, my dog won't walk itself. And they'd have probably arrested me. But yeah, that's COVID news. Where else? What else have we got here? Court news. This is a guy who worked for BMW. Ryan Parkinson. God, my eyeballs are mostly defective. Defective eyeballs. Mr. Parkinson went off, disappeared for an hour whilst on an overtime shift at BMW in Oxford, at the factory in Oxford, before returning with some Burger King. Yeah, he went to Burger King for a lunch break. Or a food break, I don't know what you'd call it. If it was it overtime? Maybe it was a night shift. They claimed that he was reprimanded for not telling anyone, which he disputed. And then he was subject to a disciplinary investigation where he was sacked. Yeah, he was sacked from his job. But at an employment tribunal, they found in his favour, and he was won 16,000 quids. His initial dismissal was revoked following an appeal, but Mr. Parkinson was fired for a second time when he left the site to collect sandwiches from his car. Now, they've got a real thing about not getting your lunch, haven't they? But yeah, according to the document, Parkinson noted for going missing at 7:50 p.m. before returning around 8:45 p.m. for food from Burger King. The report asserted he had not asked for permission, nor noted to anyone in his team that he was leaving. But yeah, reading the report, it sounds like there was a little bit of friction. He said everyone wanted a kebab, and I said I wanted Burger King. My co-workers were talking about what they were going to get. I said I'm going to Burger King. So I got on a scooter thing. I went to Burger King, and then sat in my car until I've passed. I rang a colleague at 8:23. So again, I would be on his side because I don't like kebab. I'd have gone for the Burger King. But anyway, it doesn't matter because they found in his favour and he's 16 grand up. That's good. Good news, everybody. Millions of British households may face a surprise rise in energy bills from the January the 1st. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anymore. I haven't even looked. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look. I'm not going to look. No. Meanwhile, we have this is Nick Jones. He was a cyclist and he got some footage on his bike cam of a car trying to run him off the road. Look at that. Now, normally, I'd be in the favour of the car driver, but that's not right. It's Christmas, and we must extend love and consideration for even cyclists, who we know are, I think they're the lowest form of life, because they cycle on the pavement and ignore pedestrian crossings. This is me talking as a pedestrian, not as a motorist, can't drive. But yeah, then that is a joke. I must point out, I am joking. But it's dangerous out there. Stay at home. I keep warning everyone. Why does everyone keep throwing themselves outside? You could get hit by a car. Hit by a car. Well, this is a story. This is a story of a 10-year-old, right? From Milwaukee. Isn't that's where Laverne and Shirley were from? Wait a minute, we've got some light coming through. Oh, but yeah, this 10-year-old, he shot his mum. Why? Why did he shoot his mum? Well, he shot his mum because she wouldn't get him a VR headset. Seems reasonable, but this was back on November the 21st. Yeah, he killed Quiana Man. He shot her in the face, right? But the boy's aunt, Rhonda Reed, told WTMJ TV on Tuesday that when she sees him in custody, he claims not to remember the shooting, and yeah, he says, "Can you make sure that all my gadgets are okay?" Meanwhile, the boy had asked the judge to lower the $50,000 bail to $100, which was the amount he had in his piggy bank. Yeah, guns and kids don't mix. Sad story that, but wow. You read a lot of those, don't you, where kids get hold of guns and things. But yeah. Back to court news over here. This is a story of pest controller Roy Henschel. I think he I think he was a pest, because he's one of those neighbours from hell. Shall we see him? Or he looks like he's got a bit of an attitude, doesn't he? He looks a bit mean. I wonder if that's him going to court. I think it might be. Yeah, he terrorised his neighbour, Mark Jones, because Mr. Jones was accused of blocking his van. Was it his pest control van? Has it got a big cockroach on the top? But yeah, the new neighbour would regularly park his taxi bumper to bumper behind his Ford Transit. Oh, he's doing that passive aggressive parking. We know about that, don't we, Mrs.? We know about that. During the 5-year hate campaign, started only a week after Mr. Jones and his wife moved into the neighbouring property, it was claimed that Henschel threw condemned meat into the garden for the couple's pet Jack Russell to eat, threw bags of human faeces and pushed piles of junk mail through their letterbox, hung ladies' underwear on their washing line, and painted a silver cross on their back gate after the couple contracted COVID. Blimey. He was eventually charged by police after Jones has installed a Ring security camera, and they captured him growling outside the front door. He said some big swears. I can't say those swears because yesterday's video, no, not allowed to have any adverts on it because it was so offensive. Oh, YouTube, you crazy YouTube. But yeah, and he also accused his neighbour of being a fiddler of the child variety. That's a lot. But don't worry, folks, he's been found guilty of harassment. Hooray! He's been found guilty of harassment. But yeah, the Henschel will be sentenced following a preparation of reports. But the Justice of the Peace, Gareth Dykes, said, "We find Mr. and Mrs. Jones to be credible witnesses. From all the evidence we've heard, it is clear you have pursued a course of conduct over a sustained period of time which you knew to have known amount to the harassment of Mr. and Mrs. Jones." He's going down. Will it be a suspended one though? I don't know. People are crazy. People are crazy, aren't they? What else have we got? Got anything else going on? Meanwhile, there's been a weird battle on social media between... Now this is a boxing match I'd like to see. Andrew Tate, who is an ex-kickboxing champion, but who's also probably... Wasn't he ex-Big Brother contestant, but more known as being a terrible, horrible misogynist? Have we got him here? We've got a picture of him. Here he is, posing with a car. And that's important. Because who's he taken on? Who's he taken on? Who's he having a go at? He's only having a go at our Greta, isn't he? He's having a go at our Greta. It's alright now, because she's 19, she's an adult now, so we can... I was just worried when she was young if she'd been exploited, but now she's an adult, do what she wants. But he posted a bizarre rant where he mocked Greta Thunberg's hate-filled face and saying that she's a slave of the Matrix. No, he is. But yeah, she'd actually humiliated him, saying that he had a small dick energy vibe about him. You know, did you have Andrew Tate versus Greta Thunberg on your social media battle card? No, we didn't. But there you go. That happened. And there's a follow-up article saying, who is Andrew Tate? Exactly, who is Andrew Tate? It just goes to show, if you can peddle misogyny and hate, you make lots of money, because he's been banned on every... Hasn't he been banned on every platform? Meanwhile, talking of cars... who likes Tesla? We love Tesla because it's our leader, Elon Musk, who's going to fly me to Mars. But if you own an electric car, you better be prepared for the future. And what is the future? Is the future green, with rolling pastures and birds tweeting, and young children skipping in the meadows, being able to breathe clean, fresh air that's not polluted by conventional cars? Is that the future? No, that ain't the future, mate. Your future is this. Your future is queuing for a charging point. Yeah, these are British Tesla owners queuing 3 hours for a charging point. And that's your future, mate. That's your future. And because there's no infrastructure. According to data from ZapMap, which is obviously they do a map of where all the charging points are. There are currently 6,712 rapid and ultra-rapid charging points across the UK. But that has to cater for 420,000 vehicles. And if everyone is out and about, that's going to happen. And that's the problem. There's no infrastructure. And I've said before, if you live in a highly populated area, if you live in communal housing, flats, blocks of flats, people are going to be rolling on the floor, fighting with each other for a charge point. I predicted it. It's happening. I'm right again. No, don't thank me, folks. Don't thank me. Don't thank me. It's okay. It's okay. For I am the seer of YouTube. Oh, I am the chosen one. As for the lulz, you have to explain the jokes, you see. You have to explain the jokes these days. Because people take things literally, because they're stupid. Stupid makes the world go round, world go round, world go round. Stupid makes the world go round. Do, 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 do. I'm so tired. So tired. What else have we got? Got anything here? Here we go. This is Pep Guardiola. Yeah. He's the manager of Manchester City. And this is at Ellen Road, right? And they were playing Leeds, I believe. And his side was already 3 up against Leeds. but he became very frustrated. And then this happened. He kicks a water bottle into the lead's dugout and then rushes to apologise. Ah! Whoops! There you go. So, it just really needs to calm down a bit. Needs to calm down a bit. Meanwhile, let's go more court news. This is Mark Mellett. Oh, he's covering his face. Look, I wonder what he did. I bet he did something bad. Have we got a close-up? Here he is. Mind you might not recognise him from his face. Why is that, Darren? Why is that? Because he has been done for exposing himself. Yeah, the smirking insurance boss. Right? He exposed himself to 2 women on a park bench. Right? Southampton Magistrates Court heard how the father of 2 followed them down a high street and continued to play with himself, using a notebook to sometimes cover himself up. And then, he exposed himself. But he avoided jail. Of course he did. Of course he did. Of course, women, you don't matter. You don't matter. What was his defence? An aberration of the mind? Maybe his marriage broke down? Maybe it was, substance abuse problems? No. He claimed he was punishing himself for his firm's financial troubles. My brain does not compute. But anyway, it doesn't matter because Southampton Magistrates Court bought that excuse. They bought it. I said that because he was saying, the pandemic's affected me business. And he was given a 12-month community order, 100 hours of community service and 10 rehabilitation activity days. Yeah, and that was at 11:20 p.m. of a night. He also had a £114 victim surcharge and £85 court costs. Should have sent him down. He should be on the sex offenders register as well, shouldn't he? Shouldn't he? Shouldn't he? Here's a story. This is a story of Abigail Laker. And she's a pet lover, right? Who isn't? We all love our pets. And we'll do anything for them. If you was on my social media yesterday, you saw the breakdown of the vet's fees for the late and great Hannah, who we all miss very much. Well, Ms. Laker took her cat, Moose, here they are, to the vet. Because Moose was, the vet pointed out that it was breathing strangely and advised an investigation. So she spent £7,000 at the vet for this investigation, right? £7,000 for the vet to turn around and say, "Well, we think that your cat's just a bit weird. It's just weird because there was nothing wrong with it." Yeah, that's what your cat does. Well, I mean, if you used to come onto the stream before, you know that Hannah was a chronic snorer. She could snore for England. She snored louder than the missus. Oops. In trouble with the missus now. So yeah, £7,000 for nothing. Being a vet is a license to print money. Meanwhile, if you go to the NHS, you can see this. What is it? That's the new NHS helper bot, which will deliver medicine around the hospital. There's a new trial going on at Milton Keynes University Hospital, and the bot can carry and deliver prescriptions and other items. It's self-driving, using LiDAR and sonar. What's LiDAR? What's LiDAR technology? I have to look that up. Anyone know what LiDAR is? LiDAR. Light detection and ranging, or laser imaging detection and ranging. Well, I did not know that. But yeah, it's like those. Delivery drones that they're trying to trying to bring about. Whoops! Shut the window. Shut the window. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Where is it? There was another story. I want to bring all the NHS stories together because I want to be clever, like I know what I'm doing. Because there was another one, wasn't there? I can't find it. Anyway, I'm going to tell you it from memory. 24,000 NHS patients were shocked to receive a text saying that they had incurable lung cancer when it was just meant to be telling them to have a Merry Christmas. I can believe that. I can believe that. Remember, my local surgery wants me to have an annual foot check 3 times. But I did get a text this morning, Mrs. saying I'm going to get another blood test. Hooray! Uh-oh, that's not good. I don't want another blood test because of Christmas. They're going to say, Darren, you've been having too much sugar. Because mince pies are evil. But I like them so much. I like them. I like them. I do like them. Right, so what else have we got? How long have we done? Crikey, I've gone on so long. I keep going on. I go on and on and on. Like Ariston. Do you remember that, Ariston? Do you remember the Ariston advert? We did it to the tune of Da Da Da, but with Ariston, Ariston, Ariston. Meanwhile, HMP, that's Her Majesty's Prison, or His Majesty's Prison, I've got to stop doing that, in Northumberland, which is in Morpeth, has been criticised in a recent inspection. Why is that? Why is that, Darren? Why? Well, because inspectors have slammed the prison for not providing makeup and women's clothing for its transgender inmates. That's it, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying any more. I'm just going to park that one there and let you decide whether that's a problem. What else have we got? Is there any other good ones? Meanwhile, we'll go to Norfolk, and the plaque commemorating the birthplace of Admiral Lord Nelson, one of their famous sons, has been stolen from Burnham Thorpe. Yeah, out of a garden wall. Some people have stolen it. Well, they're not going to get much for that on eBay, are they? Imagine trying to sell that. What? There is an old joke, isn't it? What did Lord Nelson do when he first became an admiral? Leave Norfolk. Oh dear. So yeah, that's a good one. Excuse me, I'm just gonna. I didn't want to deafen you, but that's an old joke. Not going to get much money for that though on eBay. Again, you think the police would be first on eBay, wouldn't you? Have we got anything? Have we got anything else? Have we got any funnies to finish off with? I don't know. No, it's not really it. Not much. Is there any animal ones? Oh no, I've got a funny to finish with. Right, it's that time of year, folks. This is a story of Callum Johnson. He's a tree surgeon, and he was cutting down a tree in Wantage in Oxfordshire when he spotted. Are you ready for it? He spotted Jesus in a tree trunk. Oh yes, indeedy. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Jesus in a tree trunk. We bring you all. Here he is. The 16-year-old apprentice. He's just so pleased with himself. So that's it. I've made it now. I've made it. And here's a close-up of Jesus in a tree trunk. Isn't that a Smith song? Jesus in a train trunk, I know it's serious. Some say actually it could be Jim Morrison or Kenny Rogers, but I know it's Bob Ross, because he does all those trees, doesn't he? It's Bob Ross. That's who the picture is. We'll get a close up. Yeah. Happy little accidents. Happy little accidents. Yeah, Bob Ross. Shall we have a look at the... Let's have a look. Shall we have a look? Andrew's in. He's here. Danny's in. Andrew says, just had a huge house down. Classic albums in. What are your New Year's resolutions? To make even more videos that aren't going to be seen. I don't do New Year's resolutions because I'm practically perfect already. I don't drink. I don't smoke. You know, I walk enough. You know. At 5 o'clock this morning, I'd just done shy of 10,000 steps, and nearly, God, how many miles was it? Was it nearly 5 miles? That was at 5 o'clock this morning. I've done my remit for the day in 24 hours, if you count it, because yesterday I took the dog out at 10 o'clock in the morning, right? From 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock, because I had to take her out again at 9 o'clock because she needed that's the nice politest way of putting it. I'd walked nearly 12 miles in a day. I don't need any New Year's resolutions to walk less. Classic says, I always have my coffee at the time of day, and it's either you or Philip Schofield for my midday viewing. Well, I don't jump queues, and I don't chase my runner around for a little bit of bum fun, so there you go. I don't have a runner. Oh well, that's Phil Schofield suing me. Payne's in. He says, that bloke in the park punished himself. The bishop too. Yeah, he was bashing the bishop, all right. That's a euphemism for onanism. Yeah, it's the laser version of Rados that's Payne. I didn't know that. And he said, I was just going to say, like Ariston, persons of a certain age, exactly, were ancient. Run Scoots in, he says, hi. Tommy Maguire says, Happy New Year to you, sir. Best from Philadelphia. We haven't got there yet. I could still drop dead. And I thought I was going to drop dead this morning, because I felt pains where I'd never felt pains before. Oh yes indeed. But then I had a little lay down for a couple of hours. I went to bed at 10 this morning and and just drifted in and out of consciousness for a while whilst my body tried to repair itself. And Ron Scoot says, it's nice to watch Coffee Time. It's nice to have you aboard. And Zeb's in. He says, washing my place, listening. Though. Have a nice day. And the same to you. And Rilliman, he's a new one. He says, hi. 13 viewers. This isn't. No, it's too many. Too many of you. I don't like it. It's getting popular. But remember, folks, if I'm lucky, YouTube will withdraw advertising from this video, because what I do is incredibly controversial. This is what happens when you cover the news, you see. I should just cover classic albums. That's what I should do. I should do classic albums. And only about 500 people will watch. You see? Do you get it? Indeed. Anyway, with that, I'm going to tootle off now, for it is lunchtime. And there are no extra sausages. It's not a sausage sandwich today. I'm deeply disappointed. I'm sure there will be some other treat of the sandwich variety awaiting me. And that's that. Thank you for watching. That was Coffee Time. I haven't got my cup because I was cleaning out the drawer of the washing machine, which has got gunked up, coagulated washing powder. Ossified, indeed. It had ossified. And yeah. And I was out there. I was in the kitchen, and I forgot my cup, and that's my excuse. But I'm going to wish you all a good day, and we'll do this all again soon. Thank you for watching. That's it. Killing the channel, one video at a time. That was Coffee Time. You better drink it up.